It seems that another cartoon has come up for the chopping block. The anime streaming service known as Crunchyroll has announced that they will be releasing an original animated series. I'm not going to be getting into any of the past goings-on that Crunchyroll has been a part of, as that is like walking through a minefield. Instead, this video is just going to be me giving my opinion on the trailer that was released, highlighting the animated series, as well as my thoughts on the art style and maybe a few other things. So the cartoon that Crunchyroll has announced is called High Guardian Spice. From the first image, it's okay. If I had to place it in a genre of anime, I'd say it's leaning more towards the magical girl type of anime. Not so much Madoka Magica, but more akin to the Precure series. For those who don't know what the Precure series is, it's basically an anime for a younger audience in Japan focusing around cute magical girls. I don't think the animation style is Beanmouth style or Cal Art style as people have put it. Instead, it reminds me a lot of Little Witch Academia, rounded but simple designs. On their own, the characters look plain, not really standing out or jumping off the page. But when you see the detailed backgrounds that are shown in the trailer, you'll notice that the backgrounds and the characters balance each other out. Though not everyone will agree with me on this, but I do think the art style is cute, and if given a chance it will work well when it comes to animating it. I mean, honestly, this isn't as bad as Thundercats Roar. Well, these characters have fingers! The only problem I have so far is this girl's hair. How the hell is it staying like that? But why has it stirred such a whirlwind of commotion? For that, let's take a look at the trailer.
This show has a lot of heart that I don't think would have come through from any other studio.
Is it just me, or does that give off a huge sense of ego? I get it that it's meant to be a marketing thing, but it rubs me the wrong way, like someone is blowing a lot of hot air.
One of the things that really attracted me to the position was the opportunity to do traditional hand-drawn 2D animation. Not only do I get to go back to the art form that I truly love, but I also get to create a studio from scratch.
High Guardian Spice is about 4 girls who live in a magical city and are going to school to become guardians.
Now just remember those words, guys, because I'll let you know now. That's the only description of the show we'll ever get in this trailer. The rest? Well, you'll have to rely on the images they provide and your own imagination.
It's funny, and it's warm, and it's adventurous, and they're letting us make it a little bit weird, so that's very exciting.
Damn, where's Drunken Uncle when I need him? He'd have the perfect line for those, can you even call them glasses? But, as she explained, it's funny, warm, adventurous, and a little weird. Are you sure this isn't Precure?
There's an authenticity to it and a sincerity that's just heartwarming.
It's a very modern reflection of the world. Our characters are really diverse, our cast is really diverse, and that's one of the things that excited me the most about it.
Well, if the characters weren't diverse, then you wouldn't have much of a show. There's nothing wrong with having diverse characters, if they aren't forced in for diversity's sake. If you have a gay character, then fine, fair enough. But don't make him or her being gay the only thing about him or her. But then again, what anime aren't diverse? What does diversity mean? If it means that there are more female characters, then I'm sorry, but Keijo and Sailor Moon kind of have you beaten on that. In fact, any magical girl series has you beat on that. Sexuality? Again, Sailor Moon has you beaten on that, as well as the biggest one so far, Yuri on Ice. Trans characters? Oran High School Host Club!
ごめん、ハルヒ。
いえ、それより
ただいま、ハルヒ。なんでドア開けっぱなし。
お父さん。
突然帰宅した父。
オカマバー勤務。
押し倒された。
かのように見える。
娘。押し倒している。
かのように見える。
見知らぬ男。
お父さんってことは、あのオカマさんはハルヒの父親ってことか。
あ、お父さん、お帰りなさい。
落ち着け、俺。これは偶然の事故だ。ちゃんと説明すれば分かってもらえる。あ。 ごめんね。ゆうべ一人で留守番させちゃって寂しかったでしょ。
なんか、すごい音が。
やだ。なんか左手が今世紀最大のけだものでも殴り倒したかのように痛いわ。仕事のしすぎかしら。熱いお茶でも飲みたいな。
はい。おじゃあ春日、お湯は薪で沸かすのか。薪はどこにくべた。
やだ。なんかでっかい害虫見つけちゃった。大体さっきから何人の娘呼び捨てにしてんだから。
So again, what anime isn't diverse?
People are really excited about what the show is and what it represents.
The fact that Crunchyroll Originals is doing this as a 2D animated series, it's giving us an opportunity to do things artistically that a lot of other shows and other studios really have forgotten how to do.
Do you guys think that the only studios in America are Disney and Pixar? Because I know you can't be talking about the Japanese industry. I mean, you go on and on about how if it wasn't for your streaming platform, the anime world might die. Sorry guys, I got a bit sidetracked there. But 2D animation is still a thing, and I dare say it's slowly making a comeback, with cartoons like Voltron and My Little Pony showing what 2D animation can do. Heck, there are still people like me around, until I kick the bucket at least, that still remember the wonder that Disney used to bring with its animated films like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin.
We are 50% female in all the creative roles.
So, what does that have to do with the show?
And our writer's room is 100% female. I mean, this is what my whole career has been about, is trying to get those voices in there that are not being heard.
Just because your writing staff is 100% female doesn't make it suddenly diverse. Oh wait, duh Viper, it's diversity through homogeneity again. But what does this tell me about the show High Guardian Spice other than it being overrun with women? Nothing! People who watch anime aren't going to be interested in what percentage your writing staff or creative staff are. They only care about the content being produced, especially if they're going to be supplying money to a site so that they can watch said anime. With this, it's just pushing how diverse the staff are. I'm learning nothing about the show other than it's funny, warm, adventurous, weird, and about 4 girls going to school. You want certain voices to be heard? Then let the content of your show speak for them. Don't try and shove it down people's throat.
I don't think anyone has seen stories quite like the ones that we're going to tell.
Are you sure? Because you're dealing with the anime community. They've seen a lot of stories you might be telling. Hell, I bet many of them might be in Precure. I know you're trying to boost interest in the show, but it comes off as being really egotistical. So what's my overall view of the trailer? Do I think the show is going to be pushing an SJW agenda? I don't know. I learn more about the staff in that trailer than the show itself. And that's the problem. A trailer should sell you on the show, make you interested in potentially watching it. Just because the staff behind the show might have a certain number of women doesn't tell me anything about the quality of the show. Tell me about the characters and who they are. What are the Guardians? Is it a magical world or not? Show me something I can sink my teeth into about this show, because as I've said before, I may not like the art style of Steven Universe or Star vs. the Forces of Evil, but I do kind of like the writing behind them, so you could potentially have sold me on that. Honestly though guys, this isn't the first time identity politics has entered anime. In the anime prison school there was the infamous Gamergate line.
Seems a hell of a lot cooler than the rest of those stuck-up chicks.
So what exactly are you doing here at the arcade? I thought all of the boys were supposed to be stuck in the school's prison.
I was asked to run a couple errands, not that it's any of your business.
Whoa, pump the brakes, Arthur Fonzarelli. Have you got a stick up your ass? Or are you one of those dumbass Gamergate creep shows?
As well as the cringy scene from My Girlfriend is a Gal.
I can't read this sick misogynistic crap! What is that creep thinking?
You're crossing a line! You can't make high school girls read that crap!
Ah, come on, they're just some light novels.
They may be light novels, but they're heavy on the creepy sex stuff!
Of course! Where's the fun in forcing these jailbait tricks to read something decent? Plus, most of the freaks who come in here hate women, so seeing girls degraded gives them boners and makes them happy.
Well, maybe think about how these girls feel for once. Maybe they don't want to be debased just so you can sell a few more chicken wings to horny losers with mommy issues.
Check out the balls on this kid! Come in here and lecture me, you dickless cuck!
Boss?
Hmm?
It's for you.
Me?
It's the owner of the cafe.
You're me, right? No, sir. Sorry about that. Yes, sir. Of course, I'll take care of it right away, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Once again, I'm so sorry. Yes, sir. Please don't fire me. Book day's been cancelled, you guys. Another win for you SJW millennials.
The difference with these shows, however, is that they weren't written this way in the Japanese original and were actually rewritten for the English dub to push said agenda, which is, in my opinion, worse, because it may not fit the tone of the show or the narrative, and it will feel like you are shoving this sort of thing down the throat of the audience. High Guardian Spice might end up having certain messages in it, but at least it's an original work that's designed to have these messages in it and not ham-fisted in. This possibly won't be the last attempt to shove identity politics into anime either. But seriously guys, are we sure this isn't just a rip-off of Precure? I'm not looking forward to next year. That's the end of the video guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more Viper in your life, subscribe. If you'd like to support me further, there are links to my Patreon, Streamlabs and merch store below. See you in the next video guys. Bye!